Trust is often considered the foundation of every relationship, every connection that we form as human beings. It is the invisible thread that binds us together, that allows us to navigate the complexities of the world with the belief that we are not alone, that we are seen and understood. In the early stages of life, we are taught the importance of trust. Our parents trust us with their guidance, our teachers trust us with their knowledge, and our friends trust us with their vulnerabilities. We, in turn, trust others in the same way, building connections and communities that hold us up when the world feels too heavy to bear. But trust is a delicate thing, a fragile construction that can be shattered by the smallest act of betrayal, leaving behind a void that is not easily filled. The first time trust is broken, the wound cuts deep, and we are left wondering whether we can ever trust again. The pain of betrayal is one of the most profound because it not only wounds the heart, but also the very foundation of our understanding of others. We begin to question the integrity of those around us, doubting the sincerity of every gesture, the authenticity of every word. This deep mistrust begins to grow within us, and the world that once seemed full of potential for connection turns into a landscape of isolation. Trust, once broken, is not easily repaired. It is not enough to simply wish for it to return. The process of rebuilding trust requires immense effort, introspection, and a willingness to expose ourselves to the risk of further pain. And yet, despite the risks, trust can be rebuilt. It requires vulnerability, a choice to open ourselves to the possibility of betrayal again, and to believe that this time, perhaps, the outcome will be different. But even as we seek to rebuild trust, we are often hesitant. We hesitate to believe that someone is truly worthy of our trust because of the scars left by those who have betrayed us in the past. It is a cycle that repeats itself. The more we experience betrayal, the more we withdraw, and the harder it becomes to trust again. However, it is in this very cycle that the potential for healing resides. Trust, like any living thing, can be nurtured, grown, and restored, but it requires both time and understanding. It is fragile, but it is also powerful. Trust allows us to bridge the gaps between people, to create relationships that are not just transactional, but deeply meaningful. In the end, trust is a choice to believe in the goodness of others despite the risk of pain. Pain, however, is the driving force that shapes much of human behavior. It is the great equalizer, the experience that binds us all. Pain comes in many forms. It is not always physical, but emotional, mental, and psychological. It comes from loss, from rejection, from betrayal, from disillusionment. It can be the result of choices made by others or choices made by ourselves. No one escapes pain. It is inevitable, it is unavoidable, and it is often excruciating. The experience of pain forces us to confront the darkest parts of ourselves and the world around us. In the throes of pain, we become acutely aware of our vulnerability. We question the meaning of our existence, the fairness of life, and the motives of those around us. Pain strips away the illusions of invulnerability, leaving us raw and exposed. It often isolates us too, making us believe that no one can understand what we are going through. We hide away from the world, afraid that others will not see us as we truly are. Broken, hurting, fragile. In pain, we often withdraw, afraid to share our suffering with others because of the vulnerability that comes with it. But pain also has the potential to unite us. It is in the shared experience of pain that we often find our greatest connection with others. When we suffer, we begin to understand the suffering of others on a deeper level. Pain teaches empathy, not just sympathy, but a profound understanding that connects us as human beings. It is in the depths of our own pain that we can look into the eyes of another and recognize their suffering. And in doing so, we find solidarity. We are not as alone as we think. We are all bound by the same human experiences, joy and sorrow. love and loss, triumph and failure. Pain opens the door to compassion, to the recognition that we are all fragile, that we are all trying to navigate the same tumultuous waters. When we choose to connect with others through pain, we begin to heal. Through our shared suffering, we find strength, and through that strength, we find the courage to trust again.